Everyone, welcome back to my channel from sunny USA. It has been a challenge and a half, let me tell you. Nothing has gone smoothly, as it does. From literally start to finish, it's been one thing after another, from builder permits to getting anything bush hogged and some land cleared, because when I came out here, the area that was supposed to be kept bush hogged was just a forest, an absolute nightmare. So it's just been crazy. What to tell you, literally, there has been so much that's going on at the moment. The build for the barn has kind of been put on hold at the moment, purely because it is so hot. I'm filming in the morning, and I'm really sorry if the video moves because I'm in my RV. I have been renovating it. That's basically all I've been doing, which has been another nightmare with contractors, but that's a whole nother story. So because the light is not so bright at the moment, I'm going to try and keep a little bit closer so that the light doesn't keep going in and out. But I've been so excited to do this video. Literally, it's been a long time coming, and I think this is April's? No, hang on. So the end of March, I did February's. End of April. So end of April is March's. No. Yeah. No, hang on. I don't even know what video this is. Let me have a look, because I have not got a Scooby. Let me just find out when the last time I had a video. I can't even remember what video this is. So in April, beginning of April, it was March. Yeah. So beginning of May, which I wasn't able to do, would have been April's. Okay, so this is April's video. God, honestly, the months are just flying by. They're just all kind of emerging like into one. But the good news is my kitty cat's over, and we built them a catio, and they were not interested in that catio at all. So I think it's just because it was like a big sort of run almost. I was going to get stuff to fill it, but I couldn't even get them in it. They just weren't interested. So they just go out, you know, they come in at night. There isn't really anything around here. I haven't got any serious predators around here because it's, you know, humanated. I mean, I live here. So with regards to coyotes, foxes, I've seen one fox. That's literally it. I haven't seen any coyotes. I've not seen any wild boar or whatever it is. The birds aren't big enough to take the cats because they're pretty heavy cats. We don't get anything like eagles here. I'm in Georgia. And they are so much happier. They come and go. In fact, they stay really, really close, if I'm honest. They don't really go very far at all. But because it has been busy, very, very busy with buying an RV, and it was just in such a crappy state, honestly. I just wanted to kind of renovate it, and as we need a little bit more money for the barn, because things are so much more expensive than they were 6 years ago. My dad's gone back to Saudi, and so he wants to be here for the foundations. And you know what he said, there's probably no point in us building in the summer anyway, because it's just so hot. I mean, when I say it's hot, it is hot. I mean, the last week we've had 105, you know, which is probably about 38 to 39 degrees in centigrade. So it has been very, very, very hot. And you know what, the windows, I love this RV because it's got windows everywhere and it's really beautiful and light, but they are single glazed and it is like a furnace. So I have got air conditioning. The air conditioning is really, really good. But obviously when it's battling, you know, with trying to keep the cool because the windows are blowing off so much heat, it's very, very difficult. So basically, in a nutshell, I have been getting my whereabouts. I have been renovating my RV on my own, and so I've been super busy with that. So I haven't really had a hell of a lot of time to do any stitching. It's just actually only the last sort of 2 weeks I've had time to sort of be able to do any stitching, because I've been in and out of different places. I've now got internet. I didn't have internet before. So yeah. So without further ado, I am just going to crack on. I've been working on 3 projects, but you know what? I haven't got any furniture in. I'm actually sat on my bed in the living room at the moment because everything is out of the bedroom. I will put some, if you're interested, I will put some before and after pictures of what I've been doing. And then my next video, I'm hoping that the floor will be down, and you know, my sofa will be in, and my TV will be in, and everything will be really lovely, and I will be actually able to give you a proper decent video from my beautiful home. And then what I might do is I'll just do a walkthrough, if you're interested, of what I've done. So without further ado, I have been working on so basically what I'm going to do, because this is April's video, in another week or so, when I've worked on the other projects, I'm going to do May's video. And then I'm going to work on another 3 projects, and that will be like June's video. So what I want to do is, through this month, I kind of almost want to catch up, and then we'll be back to sort of where I was. And next month, because I will be able to, I've got all my storage sorted out, and I'll be able to bring all my cross stitch up at the moment, because this place is an absolute shambles. You have no idea what I've got around me. It's just, I've got stuff everywhere. My microwave is on the floor. You know, I've got a suitcase here. I've got like 3 sets of Harry Potter books here, because I went a bit mad with Harry Potter, because I love Harry Potter. It has to be part of my life. Which need to go into, you know, my, well, they need to go on or in my storage facility that I got from IKEA. I did a trip to IKEA in Atlanta, which was amazing. And then like in front of me, I've got half a wallpapered wall. I've got the floor that's been half done, hasn't finished yet, because I decided that I wanted to pull everything out from the bedroom and, you know, renovate that. And then in front of me here, I've got, what even is that, insulation. So next month I'll be in a lot better place. I will be able to have all my cross stitch stuff up with me. I'll start putting everything on frames again. I'll get back to where I was, where every single project that I'm working on is in a frame or a Q snap, and I'm a lot more organized. But I have pulled up some Q snaps from storage. Oh, sorry, the light went again. So I've got my 11 by 11, I think that is. I think that's 11 by 11 and 11 by 17. Yeah, it's got to be 11 by 17. So I've got some projects to work on. Now I have got before and after pictures of the projects that I have been working on this month, or should I say this couple of months. Like I said, I've only really been able to do any stitching in the last couple of weeks, because I have just not had any time to sit down, and everything has been so busy. So the first one I'm working on, which is actually on my Q snap right now, is this beauty that I got from Etsy. I just wanted to be working on smaller projects that didn't have, you know, a lot of floss, that didn't require me to have a lot of space, that I could just sort of, you know, do as and when. So that's really, really pretty. I absolutely love that one. And that's my project bag, and I've got all of my flosses in there. So this is what it looked like last month. When I say last month, I meant the last time you saw it. Okay, and this is where this is where I am at now. So I've got some threads here, because what I'm finding is I'm getting a little bit sort of overwhelmed with the wings. It's very, very difficult, because you'll have one colour here and one colour there and one colour there and one colour there. So what I've decided to do on this one is I'm doing a block And then if I'm going into another block, I'm parking it. And then I'm doing another block. And if I'm going into another block, I'm parking it. Purely because that just means that it gives me an opportunity to get all of my stitching done in like one area. And then I can just pick and choose which sort of floss colour I go to next. But I think, I mean, it's missing a leg or two. I think it's coming along all right. I think this one is, you know, I'm making progress. I do apologise about the state of my nails. You would not believe how sticky some of this RV paper is. There's this like border stuff that has been going like around the border of the around like the RV. It's like a wallpaper, and it is stuck on with Gorilla Glue. So I've been like trying to peel it, and obviously I've been using my fingernails and everything. All my fingernails have all broken, look. So now I stopped doing all the heavy duty stuff. I'm hoping that I'll have some nice nails to come back to. So I digress. Honestly, it's going to be one of those videos. I'm so sorry. Everything is all over the place. It's just crazy. And you know, sometimes you just need to get back into the swing of things. So the second one that I have been working on is this one, and it is a Heaven and Earth design. It's a quick stitch peacock glove. I've actually achieved quite a lot on this one. I love this one. This is a beautiful design by Josephine Wall. And this is going to go in like a little sort of picture frame, and it is going to go like, I know exactly where that's going, so that's exciting. I've got that IKEA Kallax thing with like all of the almost like all of the boxes. Do you know what I mean? So it's 1, 2, 3. It's 8 squares, about 14 inches, and there's 8 of them. So I've also bought a few of those boxes that go inside, because that's going to keep all of my cross stitch stuff organised. So that's going to go on there. So I know exactly where that's going to go. So that's nice. Oh, I didn't say, so on the, see, I told you it's going to be one of those videos. On the Bumblebee, I'm doing at 28 count 2/2. And the fabric is, oh God, I've got cat hair all over it. It's an opalescent. I think it's called, I can hear a mosquito somewhere. Oh, what is this called? I can't remember it. I'll if I don't remember it by the time I get to the end of this video. Oh, Sparkle Snow, that was it. Sparkle Snow. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle through that. I don't know if it's very good. Like I said, the light is not amazing. You might be able to see. You probably can see a little bit. But yeah, so that is that one. So anyway, back to Josephine Wall. This is the quick stitch of a bigger version called, I think it's called Peacock Days, which is something I want to work on, and I'm definitely going to start that once I get myself established. Because basically, if we're not going to be starting the barn for a couple of months, I've got a couple of months stitching. So I want to try and get this RV renovated as soon as possible so that I can get on that. Oh, I've also got my vanity for my bedroom sat in the middle of my living room floor. I mean, that's how crazy things are around here. My vanity is just sat there in a box. Anyway, so this is where you saw last month's video. Might have to do this, and this is where I am now. Okay, so this one's coming along. I'm doing this one on 18 count 2/1 full cross. All of my stitching is full cross. I'm starting to get out of the darker bits. I think, oh sorry, hang on, let me just tell you what, let me spin that one back. I think from the last time that you saw it as well, I had quite a few parked threads. So what I did is I stitched in all of my parked threads. And then with this one, because I'm finding it so difficult to fill in, like, you know, the little stitches, one here, one there, one there, I decided that I was going to get brutal. So I started from the top DMC colour on my legend. and I picked an area and I filled in every single colour in that area. Then I went to the next one, then I went to the next one and the next one and the next one, and I worked all the way down, and actually the blanks are filling in quite a lot, which is fantastic. So this one, oh my goodness, you know what, I am forgetting myself. And now something is installing an update on my tablet. So for my, I'll have to come back. What I was going to do is tell you, I haven't even written down how many stitches I've done. Oh my goodness. But I will be able to tell you once my stupid tablet is installed, this whatever update it's installing. I'll be able to tell you where I am percent wise. But I cannot remember for the life of me how many stitches I've done. I've done quite a lot though. So yeah, this one's on 18 count 2 over 1, which is nice. The reason I went for 18 count 2 over 1, because pretty much my go-to at the moment is 20 count, and I just didn't want it so small. I just wanted it to be a little bit of a feature. So that's why I decided to do that. But I will come back to you, because there's only 3 projects I'm showing you. If you just bear with, I will come back to you with like my stitch percentage. Okay. So the next one I have been working on, oh, sorry, is a long dog sampler, which is very, very pretty. And this is one, this is called Resistance is Futile. Resistance is Futile. It's very, very pretty. I thought a cat came in then. And I'm doing this using 917 colorway 917. Again, all of my threads are CXC, as you know. Hot pink, stunning, absolutely beautiful. And the color coordination I've gone for in this RV is, I don't know if you can see, I've got white cabinets, black hardware, and behind me it's like a dove grey. And you know what, that hot pink against this sort of colourway will look stunning. So what I might do is when this is done, I might, you know, put this somewhere like, I don't know if you can see, excuse the light here. It's like, it's coming down, but it was coming down anyway. So instead of me leaving it thinking, yeah, you know what, when I do all my lighting, I'll take it down. No, I decided it was coming down. So it's just hanging. And to be fair, for me to paint, I kind of needed it to be out off the wall anyway. But that would be, because I don't need another light there. I've got a light here. I've got, I can't see it. I've got a light up there, one there, and then what else have I got? I've got a light there, and I've got a light there, and I've got 2 lights here. So I don't need another light there. So what I'm going to do is, when this is completed, I am going to put this there, and I think it will look really, really beautiful. It will just give a pop of colour. You know, I don't like too much colour, but sometimes I like a little bit of colour and personality. That's what I call it, personality coming through without being too crazy. So this is where I was last month. My tablet is still updating. I don't know what it's updating, but it is. This is where you saw it last month. And if I spin this back that way. Okay, I might be able to do it like that. Okay, and this is where I'm up to now. So I finished my second band, which is really exciting. I've only got like another 50 bands to go. I actually don't know how many bands I've got to go. But yeah, loving this, loving the colour. Again, this is on the Sparkle Snow, 28 count 2 over 2. Really, really gorgeous. Long dog sampler. And it looks like my tablet is woken up now. So, that is the other one I've been working on. Again, these are easy. I mean, I can work on these with a Q snap, so that's kind of what I've been doing. Because again, like I said, space is just not a thing I have right now. I just don't have a lot of space. Okie dokie. so moving on to what I'm going to be working on for the rest of this month. Well, no, actually, a week. Oh no, what's the date today? Is it like the 20th? Yeah, I'm going to have to get on this. So if this is April's video, then I've got May's, and June's isn't till July. So if this is April's, then yeah, I should be alright. I should be alright. Honestly, my head's mashed. My head is mashed. So, okay, so let me just, now my tablet has sorted its life out, let me go on to, everything looks so different when it updates, doesn't it? Pattern Keeper, love Pattern Keeper. Yeah, I kind of looked a bit dishevelled. I'm really sorry about that. You know, I'm having outdoor showers at the moment because my shower has been tiled and I just need to grout it. I did all that. I plumbed in my toilet as well. So it's just been a very busy couple of weeks. Actually, when I say couple of weeks, I mean like 6 to 8 weeks. Anyway, so let me just give you some figures. So for the butterfly, it's not a butterfly, is it? It's a bumblebee. For the bumblebee, I am at, and I promise next month I will actually have the proper figures for you. Well, next time, you know, I do a video. So I'm at 60% on that, 60.13. So you know what, I'm getting there. I might have a finish sometime this year. I mean, that's a possibility. So, my bumblebee, I'm at 60%. My resistance is futile. Actually, I did that last, so let's go that last. Quick stitch, I'm at 34%. Realistically, would like to be at 40% next time you see it, if I'm honest. And I think that's doable. There isn't a hell of a lot of block colour in there, but, you know, it's really, really difficult to get a lot of block colour. But yeah, so I'm at 6,543 stitches so far and 34%. And then resistance is futile. I'm at 23.72%. So again, I could get 30% on that, because actually the long dog sampler is pretty easy because it's just one colour. So you're not changing colours, you're not, you know, worrying about parking stitches, and you've got one stitch here, one stitch there. It's really easy. So at the moment I'm at 6,508 stitches on that. So yeah, 23.72%. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 bands and then a couple of little tiny bands in between. Nothing like crazy. So that shouldn't take too long. Right. Okay, so moving on to what I'm going to be working on this week. Again, another quick stitch ornament stitch in time. I am going to do exactly the same thing with this one as I did with the other. Oh my goodness me, I'm so sorry. Something just fell off. Oh goodness me. I swear this place is haunted. But anyway, so a quick stitch, a stitch in time. I can do it in a Q-snap. I'm going to do the same things I did last time because I have got a few areas that need filling in. I will show you where I'm at. Okay, so far I'm here just because it's been so long. So I've got some stitches to fill in here, as you can see, and some stitches to fill in there. This side's not too bad. I've got some across here, but I'm hoping to get all of those filled in and then start sort of bringing things down. This has been done on 18 count 2 over 1. Very, very colourful. Absolutely gorgeous, actually. This is a Amy Stewart design. Heaven and Earth has charted it. I'm actually going to have a look to see where I am right now with regards to percentages and stuff. And then we'll be able to see what I actually achieved this week. Hang on, bear with 1 second. Oh my goodness me. Let me just stick this back because it is full. You know what, I'm going to leave that because I haven't folded it properly. Okie dokie, so ornament stitching time, I'm at 13%. Genuinely thought I was more than that, I'm not going to lie. But having said that, I've got quite a lot. I mean, look at all of those, look at all those holes. Can you see? Look, so many stitches that I just need to fill in. And it's pure, honestly, it's pure laziness because I don't like having to like switch out my floss all the time. So I'll just go on to another area that it's got a little bit more colour and a bit more of a block colour. But when you go down to these bits, you know, as you can see, there's a lot more, there is a lot more going on. And then, yeah, so can you see, I don't know if you can see the green areas. So yeah, there is a lot more going on with them. So once I get past that bit, which is really, really confetti heavy, it will be okay. So that was that one, 13%. Let me just fold this quick. And then the next one, again, it's another small one. But again, you know, I just don't want to be going crazy with my bigger projects at the moment. I would love to be working on my bigger projects. The one that I really want to work on is my King Henry VIII, because I think that will be really fun because it's a lot more block colour and less confetti. Oh my goodness. The next one I am going to be working on is this one here. Again, it's another long dog sampler. It's called Crossword, and I love this one. It's really, really, really pretty. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be, and I'll show you that in a minute. And for this one, I am currently at, this is one that I pretty much just started. It was my last one to start. I'm only at 3.25%, so I'll show you what I've done so far. And I will show you my floss colours because they are stunning. Okay, so I'm doing this on a grey fabric. I'm doing this with 3 colours. The main bulk of the colour is 29, which is actually quite true to colour. So that is going to be like the crosses and then the letters, and then all the in-betweens is 3041. And then the bits in the middle, like the little kind of the accent parts, are 327. And they are pretty true to colour on the camera. They are stunning together. Love them. Again, with the grey, they will look stunning. Really beautiful with the grey, because I'm doing it on grey fabric. I mean, I'll say no more. So the fabric that I am using is a 32 count, I believe. I'm doing this on, I don't know what this fabric is called now. But I'm doing it 2/2. That's where I am so far. See what I mean about it being way, way, way bigger? I mean, I don't know if I can show you the size of the fabric. If I come right back and you can see everything. Oh, can you see? It's quite big. It's going to be a big piece when it's done. Way bigger than I thought it was going to be. But you know what? That's cool. I like bigger pieces. I guess if you wanted to make it smaller, you would do 1/1 on the 32 count. Or 2/1. Yeah, on 32 count, but I can't do stitching that small. So, and I just don't like the look of the stitches. I like to be able to see the stitches. I mean, so beautiful. Look, it's so gorgeous. Look how beautiful that is. You know, really, really lovely. Just a gorgeous colour, and on that grey, oh, so nice. So I'm going to be working on that one as well. And yeah, I've got all of my gorgeous threads. And then the third one I am going to be working on is another Josephine wall, I believe. Hang on. And it is, again, this is the reason why I've got the slightly bigger Q-snap. And ordinarily she would be on a frame, and when I get established and sorted out, I will have her back on a frame. But I'm very close to finishing this one. So Josephine Wall, quick stitch, Grace Face, absolutely beautiful. Grace Face 2, this one. Again, the stunning colours. Can you tell that I'm, you know, I emulate to colour, you know. Just love colour. So this one I am at, I think this is the one that I progressed the most actually. 74%. 74%. Oh, don't do that to me. And I will show you my actual piece, and I'm doing this on 18 count 2/1, and she's gorgeous. Again, I've got some, let me just sort out my pop threads. So this is where I am at. Not sure if that's going to make much difference, you know, but hey ho. This is where I am at with her. I am very almost finished. Look, hello. Just need to make sure that she's in the camera. There we go. Ta-da! How beautiful is she? Look at those colours. Again, see the top? Still got some stitches missing. Probably going to do the same thing with this one. Kitty cat's just walked in. Socks. Socks. Hello? You going to come say hello? You might have to jump over the microwave, mate. Come here. He might come and say hello. Here he is. Oh, he's one that you don't see very often. This is my black cat. And he pretty much lives underneath my RV. And when I say lives under my RV, I've got like this skirt thing that is like the bottom of my RV. And you found a little hole, haven't you? You found a little hole. And you literally live in there, don't you? He doesn't go very far at all, which is lovely. But so just to prove that I've got my babies with me, I didn't just rehome them. So many people were like, what are you going to do with your cats? I was like, take them with me. They're like, what, really? What, you're flying to America? I'm like, yeah, unless I'm moving to the moon, I can take my cats with me. Like, I'm not, they're not a commodity. They're my babies. I mean, so many people are like, what are you doing with cats? Are you rehoming them? Can I have your cats when you go to the States? No, you can't have my cats. They're coming with me. Anya, hey? Yes, granted, they had to stay in a cattery for 3 weeks before I moved out here. I mean, the funny story is that actually I wanted them to be in a cattery for 3 weeks so that I could buy an RV, renovate it and get it done. And they wouldn't be coming in to live in a bombs hit, like, you know, basically a construction site. And then living through a construction site, we got to the 3 weeks and I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I was missing by, honestly, the first week, because it's so crazy, everything's all over the place. By the second week, I was getting angsty because they always, they sleep with me, both of them. And I was just missing having them there. And by the third week, I was getting really, really, really itchy feet. I mean, I just wasn't sleeping. I just missed them so much. And Fee, who had them at the cattery with her, she was sending me videos and pictures and I was bawling. I mean, I love seeing them, but I was bawling. And I'm missing my horse as well. But she's been looked after. She's happy where she is for the minute. It's a whole nother ball game getting a horse out here. It really is. I could book them on a flight tomorrow and bang, they're gone, they'll go, but it's so much more difficult. And at the end of the day, I haven't got my stables built yet, and until I've got my stables built, I haven't really got anywhere for them to go. So, yeah, can you hear the cicadas? I love that sound. It makes me feel like I'm in an exotic country, but they're really noisy. So anyway, that is basically, in a nutshell. I spent 34 minutes and I've got 3 projects to show you. I don't really know. I've just been chatting, sorry. There's just so much to tell you. So much has happened. Met some really nice people. Do you know what? Now I'm at the end of the stitching, I think I'll sort of go into a little bit more detail with what's been going on. So my structural engineer, he has got a family, a lovely wife, lovely kids, and I've been spending quite a lot of time with them. They've really helped me out with a car, and you know, they know people, so you know, it's been really lovely having sort of friends. When I was here last time, I lived somewhere different, and where I lived was absolutely amazing. However, the people that I was living with, they're no longer there anymore, so the whole like matrix of this is so much more different this time. And I feel like I have got a lot of friends in Georgia, and I do feel like I'm a little bit more on my own this time. You know, I lived in a house with some people, with basically owner of the yard that I was staying at, and or sorry, so I say boarding facility, is a boarding training facility for Americans. We've got different terminology, and I absolutely loved it. But unfortunately, the owner of that yard died because she got cancer, and it's so sad. And then the people that I befriended that worked at the yard that lived underneath them, one's living in Colorado and doesn't even speak to me anymore, and the other one's I think in Florida. So that's kind of changed. Permits, so different getting permits now. Last time, literally rocked up to the permit office. I was like, right, this is what I want to do. Can you help me? She was like, yep, you just need to fill in this paperwork, bish bash bosh. And I said, okay, so do I need to come back in like 3 months? Because in the UK, it's like planning permission takes so long to get. And she was like, well, no, I can give you your barn permit now if you've got 10 minutes. I'll write it out. And I'm like, oh, okay. This time round, they literally want to do inside leg measurement. Apparently Newton County, which is where I am, is so different to like Jasper County, Henry County, Morgan County, and all those ones around me. It's a lot more red tape. So I had to take the measurements literally from every single aspect of property lines. They wanted to know like the square foot of it, how much it's heated, what it's used for, whether it's primary or secondary building. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then you filled in all the paperwork with, you had to have a design of it. I had to have my foundations written up, and then when you submit it, they were like, okay, well, you know, come back in a week. A week? I mean, that's not a long time from, you know, UK, from a UK point of view, but it was just so different. I think I must have gone back and forth to the Newton County office 3 times because they wanted this information, they wanted that information, then this hadn't been filled out, and oh my goodness. So anyway, I finally got my barn permit, and then my dad decides that he wants to switch out where we're putting the barn, and because we're building 2 barns, but we're building one first, filling that, and then building another. So we're actually building the first barn. You know what, the really funny thing is that we had the grading done for the first barn literally about 6 years ago, and then we decided actually we're putting a slightly smaller barn up this time round. We're only having 20 stalls, so we'll build the smaller barn first. And then Dad was like, no, let's just make the first barn bigger, so we'll have 2 halves of it basically. So anyway, we got the barn permit for the second barn that we were going to build. And now he's changed his mind, and the barn permit that we originally got for the first one has run out, because I think you only get 6 months or something before you start building, and then it's obsolete. So anyway, got that. So I need to fill out another barn permit when we go to do the other barn, but you know what, I've got time to do that. What's really important is I need to renovate this RV and get this sorted out. And then I need to get my visa stuff sorted out, because I need to apply for my visa so I can go back to the UK, get my visa and come back. And then I've got 5 years and I can start building my business. But yeah, contractors. I never, ever, ever in my wildest dreams had any plans of renovating this thing myself. It was all going to be contractors. And I had one guy come in and he was like, oh, you know, this is how much it's going to cost you. Okay, fine. Bearing in mind I'm buying all the materials. Right, so I need $500 up front. I was like, okay. In my head I was thinking, right, it's labour only. I'm not really too sure why you want money up front. But in my head I'm thinking, well, you know, from a contractor point of view, he could have been messed around. He could have turned down work because he's supposed to be, you know, working on another project or on your project. And then you turn around last minute and go, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm either doing it myself or I've got another contractor. And then they've turned down work, so they've lost out. So I kind of did get that. It's really weird though, because it didn't sit right with me. So he was supposed to start the next day, didn't start. Then he said, oh, I'll be there the day after, didn't start. And then he was like, oh, I've been caught up with my other projects. I'm definitely finishing that today, so I'll be there tomorrow. Didn't turn up. And he'd taken my money. I gave him a check. I'm an idiot. I gave him a check. But then he'd cashed it straight away. I mean, literally, he left it, went straight to the bank and cashed it. And then I found out that he's having marital problems and going through a divorce, and he had bills to pay. So he had no intention at all of doing my project because he had loads of other work, but just took my check and ran. I've now finally managed to get all the money back from him. Took a lot of tracking down though. And then someone else came in and was like, yeah, I can do it for such and such, like $900. But then as we're doing it, it turns out he can't wallpaper, he can't put down floor, he can't install toilets, he can't install shower. His painting leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, it is disgusting. You know, his workmanship and attention to detail is just been unbelievable. But it took so long to get the cabinets painted and stuff that he must have been here for 2-3 weeks. And I was paying him, because he was really struggling with money, I was paying him like 150, well, I say 150 a day, but like I was paying him weekly. And then I got to like working out how much have I actually paid this guy. Bearing in mind he said he'd do the job for 900 and he actually hasn't done anything. I had paid him at $2,200. So I turned around to him and said, look, what are we doing about this whole money situation? Because I've paid and some. Like, you've had another $1,200 out of me over what you said you would do this for. And I said, it's not just that, but I did all the priming. I put all the wallpaper up. I'm putting the flooring up. I installed my own toilet. I did all the installation of my shower. I put all my tiles up in my shower. I mean, you've quoted me $900 for a job that you were going to do from start to finish because you said you could do everything. And then basically I've done most of the work and paid you for it. So he said, well, yeah, you know, I didn't realise that it was going to take so long and there were loads and loads of changes. And I was like, yeah, Mike, there was loads of changes. I said, you said you can do flooring. You can't. You said that you could do wallpapering. You can't. You said you could install toilets, install showers. You can't. So I've had to do all of that. So yeah, there has been lots of changes because I've been doing your work. Anyway, so we got to the end of it and I was like, so you come in tomorrow? Because he was like, oh, you're going to pay me at the end of the week. And I was like, no, Mike, like I've paid you like everything I owe you plus some. And he was like, well, if you don't pay me, I can't afford to come to work tomorrow. And I said, look, I can't keep you like financially. I said, you need to be a bit more organised with your money situation. And he was like, yeah, well, you know, if you don't pay me, I can't come to work tomorrow. Anyway, so I threatened legal action and he was like, you know, I'll be there tomorrow. And then he took another job, which really angered me. And then he didn't, basically haven't seen him since. So with him not being paid, he hasn't shown up. Had another contractor that was supposed to come and finish it. Came round, went, yeah, I can do it. Didn't turn up. Honestly, it's just been one nightmare after another. So do you know what? I've just been like sacking it off and thinking, just do it yourself. Just do it yourself. I can do wallpapering. Well, I couldn't. I know I can now. How hard is it to tile a shower, really? I mean, it's not hard. It's not been fun. I did say to Zach that if you need someone to tile your shower, do not call me. Because by the time I'd finished it, I'd had enough. But I just need to grout it now. It's been there for a couple of days. I left it there specifically for a couple of days to set. So that's probably what I'll be doing today. I'll be working on the grouting in the shower. What else has gone wrong? Honestly, everything. The floor. So he started putting the floor down with his son, because apparently his son is a professional. And I've got this plank that is like click-in plank. It literally just clicks in, click. And I was at a stewarding at a show for the Saturday, and I came back and I swear to God, I've never seen so much blue tape. He had taped them down together and they hadn't clicked in. And I was like, what the hell have you done? And he had gone through 3 boxes. He'd ruined 3 boxes of my flooring. It's just been a nightmare. It's just been an absolute nightmare. One thing after another, I can't even tell you. And I am just going to be, I'm so sick of the sight of this RV like this. I just cannot wait for it to be done. So I'm hoping that my next video next month, like my actual proper one, that I do a whole month stitching and come back to you with a video, not sort of this month. When I start to do that, I will be in a much better place. But what else? Oh, so picking up my cats from the airport. The flight came in at 7:30. I got there at 7:30 because I didn't know if they got animals off, because I'd never transported cats before or animals. I got there at 7:30. I didn't know if they took the pets off first, got them done with their owners, gone, and then sorted out everything else. No, they get the passengers off first and they get the luggage off first. I didn't see them until 9:30, and they literally drove them in, plonked them in this massive storage area that's got boxes and everything. Obviously this is kind of extra baggage stuff that is being brought over, and they didn't know where they were. There was smells they didn't recognise, there were people they didn't recognise, and obviously it had been so long since I'd seen them, I couldn't tell them, I couldn't show them that I was there. And I was getting really upset. I mean, I was bawling. I was getting so stressed, because all I wanted to do was let them know that I was there. Oh my God, I feel like I'm welling up already. Yeah, that was difficult. That was really difficult. But yeah, I mean, when I saw them, oh God, I can't even tell you the emotion that I felt. It was crazy. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. I think it's because I just felt so guilty for doing that to them. You know, they'd been in a category for 3 weeks, and then they'd been on a plane, and then they were, after like 2.5 hours after the plane actually, after the plane landed, they were then just brought to this warehouse place and then just left. And that was just difficult. That was really difficult for me to deal with. And all I kept saying to them is I just wanted them to know that I'm there and that they're safe. I couldn't get to them. So then we had to deal with all the paperwork. Oh God. I got given the wrong paperwork. I think there was another cat brought in and another dog. And my paperwork had been filled out with the dog. And then, oh, she just messed up all the paperwork for everyone. And it took like 3 attempts. It took like 3 attempts to get it right. So finally got my babies. Oh God, finally got them. And then we drove them here. And it's by the time we got back here, it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And this RV was pre what it is now. So it was a little bit more tidy. I kind of had a bed, but I didn't really. It was just a nightmare. And then since then, it's just been renovation. So yeah, so that happens. What else has been going on? Honestly, it's just been one thing after another. It's just been so stressful. And I think I got a little bit tearful earlier because I don't know if you can see him. Can you see? I don't know, he's just crazy. I don't know why he sleeps like that. What? Oh, hang on. Ah, what's going on? Oh, hang on 1 second. I think my light's just gone. Bear with 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. No, so my light is plugged into my laptop, and my laptop isn't plugged into the wall, so it just died. So anyway, so where were we? So yeah, so when I turned the camera around, you saw how massively crazy my RV is right now with the amount of mess, so apologies. What else? I can't even document it, like the amount of stuff that's been going on, but I actually feel now that I'm a little bit more kind of zen. The bedroom has got all of the cabinets done. I need to put one cabinet up. I pulled a panel out because again, Mike, my contractor, he cut my panel too short, like an inch too short, so it didn't come up to where it's supposed to go, and then the top was like cut at an angle, so it kind of went down. Oh, honestly, so I've had to pull that panel out, and then my job today is to cut a panel and get that painted and then get that back up. I've got some cord around to put around where I did the wallpaper in my bedroom area. I'm grouting the shower. And then it's floor. Then I'm putting the floor down in the bedroom. I'm finishing the cord around the floor and in the toilet. And then my bed comes back in. I'm going to have to kind of basically rebuild that a little bit. And then that's done. Then everything that's supposed to go in the bedroom can go in the bedroom. Oh, I've got some doors, some glass doors that I don't really know how I'm going to get back up. Mike took them down and then he didn't turn up again, so I don't really know how they go back up, but I'll figure it out. Even if I need to drag someone to help me out, I'll do that. And then in the living room, all I've got to do is basically put the floor down. I've got some bits to paint. I mean, there's some bits underneath the cabinet. I don't even know if you can see. Oh yeah, can you see there that he started painting? Well, I primed, but then he missed that bit. You know, he didn't paint it, so that's got to be painted. You know, all these little bits. I'm going round and I'm thinking, oh, that wasn't done, that wasn't done. You know, I'll open up a cabinet and on the front it's painted, on the back it's been primed, and he hasn't finished painting it. So it has been interesting. But the good things is I've got internet, which is fantastic. I've got a bin, a trash can, which I've got like a 600-foot drive. I mean, I'm not even kidding you right now. So that stays at the end of the drive. My trash, when I'm done with it in here, it goes into a black bag outside, and then once that black bag is filled, it goes on top of my car because I've got an Xterra, so I haven't got a truck. It goes on top of the roof of my truck, and then when I'm going, I just drive it down there and chuck it in the trash can, in the bin. But yeah, so I am so much happier now I'm doing my stitching. I think I found it really, really difficult because I was getting really stressed out. Everything is a mess. I'm a really organised, tidy person, and this mess is driving me mad. But what I'm trying to do is kind of, you know, shut myself out of it, making sure that I've got me time in the evening. I'm stitching in the evening. And that's really helping me, 100% helping me. I'm writing a list every single day of what I need to do that day, and then I'm crossing it off. I'm not making it too crazy. You know what, I don't want to be working like all hours to try and get this done. Yeah, I would like to get it done, but also it's just, you know, chipping away, because I don't want to blow myself out. Once I start getting the flooring down, I'll be a lot happier, because then once the flooring's down, I can get this vanity out of here, and the vanity can be plumbed in properly, and then I will be pretty much there. So anyway, that is basically my life at the moment. I am going to leave that video there. That is pretty much the stitching I've done, what I'm going to be working on this week, and the kind of nightmare I've been living. But you know, I will put some pictures in at the end of this video with where I live. I want to show you my property because it's just beautiful, and this is the reason why I'm doing this. I mean, this is just the area where I'm going to be building a house. I've got a whole nother 60 odd acres the other side, which I probably won't show you yet until I start building the barn, and then I can put some pictures in of that being built and things like that. And yeah, so thank you so much if you've stuck around this long. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry for the long video, but I think because this is my first introductory video back, kind of needed to have a little bit of time, you know. I needed to get with my people and explain what's going on, because I've been away for like 2 months, and you know, I need to kind of explain why. So that's the reason. So thank you so much for watching. I have an amazing rest of the day, rest of the month. Enjoy your stitching, and I really look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers guys, bye.